Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for Princess Principal Episode 5, and I think it's the best episode so far, and possibly the best of the season so far. It's really seriously good. Like, the animation quality was damn insane for a weekly, I guess technically it's a just a 12 episode series, but either way, the point I'm making, incredible animation for just a normal anime, you know? So starting at the beginning, let's discuss this. We see Horikawa is there, or Horikawa is meeting Princess, and apparently the assassin leader Todo Jubei is after him, or might be trying to stop him, but either way he's there to renegotiate a treaty, and Princess is of course saying that I can't really do it, but I'll give you a meeting with my grandmother. So then Chisei shows up and meets with Ange, and she has come to slay Jubei. I love the gag they did where, when told to be Ange's buddy, she was trying to look up the word. She had a whole dictionary to help her with English, even though technically they're speaking Japanese, but you know, that's one of those things you kind of have to deal with no matter what language you're watching something in. But either way, what else do we have? So I thought it was funny as well when Ange told her she was from the Black Lizard planet and she kind of believed her. Also, her scene with that kid was really cute, and I thought it was just a cute scene to characterize her a bit more, and man was I wrong, because it turned out to be incredible in the end. But moving along from that, we see the Duke and this dark-skinned waifu that we saw before were helping Jubei, because they're hoping to implicate the princess too, since she is fourth in line for the throne, and they don't really trust her, which makes them seem super even more sketchy than they already were, since they have no reason to really suspect her as a spy yet, unless it's something that we're missing since we're jumping around and the cases are out of order. I should probably go back and see which number each of the cases were, but I believe this was the one directly before last episode, so either way. We see Dorothy fights this soldier who was obviously a spy. The train gets blown apart and Dorothy injured. We see a second train with Jubei arrives then. We find out that Chisei's father, we found that out a little bit earlier, but I kind of went out of order. But Chisei's father was killed by Jubei, she says, and that she's not going to mourn his death until she kills Jubei. Which, of course, I kind of guessed along the way. I was like, Jubei's going to actually be her father, isn't he, by the reactions everyone's having and stuff. And of course that's the way it turned out, but it was great. Even though I predicted it, it wasn't really what I would call predictable. It wasn't like slap you over the face kind of predictable, and it was just so good either way. Predictable doesn't mean bad. But either way, second train shows up with Jubei and attacks. Ange and Chisei's fight scene against all those I don't know what to call them, other ninjas, assassins, whatever. Their fight was awesome. The animation was amazing. That fight between Chisei and Jubei was incredible. And of course Jubei was her father, and that ending scene, so emotional, so great. And then at the very end, Chisei just joins the group. She comes in as a transfer student. And man, Beatrice was my favorite character, but Chisei is up there now. Maybe we'll get to see more about Beatrice though, and it'll reaffirm her first place in my heart place. But either way, I thought the episode was awesome. The animation and fighting was so good, and I find that my reviews for episodes of stuff that I really liked go by a lot quicker and are a lot shorter than things I didn't like. I guess because with things I didn't like, there's more that went wrong to point out, but either way, this was damn good. Like, that fight was so good. I haven't seen a fight that good in a while when it comes to being animated and choreographed really well. I mean, of course there are things that have a lot of emotional impact or a lot of storyline weight, but nothing that really looked that good in such a while. Like, oh man, it was such a good episode. I loved it. The story as well was really emotional and great. So yeah, like I said, in my opinion, best of the season so far, and I would definitely give it 10 samurai out of 10. Also, interesting thing to note, since I'm bringing up samurai, it seems that the Japan of this world seems to be, because they said Japan was underdeveloped. I know this is supposed to be, the late 1800s, I think, in their sort of timeline. So I suppose that Japan is sort of just getting out of the feudal era, and it's really it it's a bit different from the real world Japan. It almost seems like everything about like the whole harakiri or samurai stuff, that was really stereotyped and cranked up. I guess as well that kind of portrays how the Albion Empire or the English see them at this point in history. But either way, thought it was incredible. 10 out of 10, like I said. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this week's episode and what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Princess Principal, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel or talk to you there. If you want a link to our Discord server, just ask and I can give you one. That is it, so thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.